Hello, my name is Dr. Robert Puff, and I'm an author, a clinical psychologist, and speaker, and I wrote a book called Anger Work: How to Express Your Anger and Still Be Kind. And today I want to talk about what is anger work. Anger work is a way of healing. It's a way of expressing your anger in a very healthy, kind way. As the title says, how to express your anger and still be kind. And it has three parts to it. The first part of anger work is don't take your anger out on other people. When you take your anger out on another person, it hurts them and it hurts you. So don't do that. We all know that. We know how it feels when someone is mean to us or cruel to us. We feel bad, they feel badly, and it's just not good. So don't do that. Number two is do not take your anger out on yourself. When you take your anger out on yourself, you hurt internally. You have what's called shame and guilt that are the natural consequence of taking your anger out on other people. So it doesn't do you any good to take your anger out on yourself. It's important to not do that. A lot of people get caught in that one. It's very common for people to say, well, I know I'm not supposed to hurt other people, but you matter too. And today is about learning how you matter too. And thirdly, then what are you supposed to do? If you can't take it out on other people, and you can't take it out on yourself, what can you do? And what you can do is what I call anger work. And anger work is expressing your anger, but where it's not hurting other people or yourself. So what you do is you take it out on objects. And in my book, Anger Work, I give about 100 examples of how you should do it and what place you do it. And it really benefits people on how to express your anger and still be kind. And let me share a story as a way to illustrate that. Many years ago, I had a client named James. James came to me because he was having headaches, he was struggling with stomach aches, and he was taking his anger out on his wife and children, who he loved very much, but he was just angry. And so what I did is I did a history. I found out what had happened. And about 5 to 7 years prior to me seeing him, he was happily married, had been married for several years, but his wife had been killed by a drunk driver on her way home. And so what we did is we explored that. And what I found out was he had never dealt with that loss, and was a horrible loss for him. He really loved her. He was planning on spending the rest of his life with her. But instead what he did is he got very, very busy. He dove into his work. He loved soccer. He became the soccer league coach. And he just got very, very busy instead of dealing with his feelings. So as time went on, as I said, he started having health problems, stomach aches, stress. He had headaches. He couldn't sleep well at night. And he was taking his anger out on the people that he loved most, himself, his wife, and his children. So what I encouraged him to do, I said, okay, obviously the death of your wife was a huge deal to you that you have not dealt with. So what I want you to do is go into your backyard, and for half an hour a day, put up a soccer ball and have a net there and just kick that soccer ball. But don't just kick it. Don't just practice kicking the ball. Think about that drunk driver who killed your wife. I mean, visualize him. And also think about God, because James was angry at God as we explored. He was angry at God for taking his wife. So I encouraged him just to feel those feelings, to feel his anger and his frustration, and he would do it. He would just kick the ball and kick the ball over and over again. He found out he was very angry, and sometimes during the session as he was kicking it, he would just break down crying, and it was also very cathartic for him too. But he was able to express his anger at the ball without taking his anger out on other people or himself. And then by doing that, James got better. He was able to now start loving his children, loving his wife, and he stopped having the stomach aches, the headaches went away, he slept through the night. And it's been many, many years, and I actually periodically get a Christmas card from him or something telling me how he's doing. He's doing very well because he was able to completely process the loss of his wife through a very simple technique of going in his backyard, kicking a soccer ball, and feeling his feelings, not taking it on other people.